everyone, this is Emily again from VisArts Home Art Videos. VisArts is a nonprofit art center in Rockville, Maryland. For more information about us, please visit visartscenter.org. So in my last video, I showed you all how to make these magazine page coasters. And now we're going to take those coasters and use it as a base to make our magazine bowls. So just like the first video, all you're going to need is magazines and Scotch tape. The first video I also used masking tape, which you can use, but I think Scotch tape is going to be better for this video. Let's get started. Okay, so we have our base here. This is the coasters that we made in the previous video. So if you haven't seen that video yet, go ahead and watch that to see how we make the base for the bowl that we're going to do right now. Just like in the first video, I have all of my curl dot magazine papers ready to go here. I'm going to show you all how to do that real quick before we get started, just in case you didn't watch the first video. So I have a magazine page here. Like I mentioned in the video before, you can choose if you want your pages to be colorful or not. So on one side is this colorful image and the other side is white. So I'm going to roll it up so that I have the colors on the outside of my piece. So we're going to start with the curly side that we ripped off from and fold it over and roll the whole piece up. So roll it over, press down, roll over, press down, roll over, press. All the way to the end of your paper so that we end on the smooth side. Once you have your flat piece, we're going to roll it around our fingers so that we get the curl shape that's going to help us roll around to make our bowl. Okay? Curled shape. So I have a bunch of these already made right here. So I'm starting with the coaster base, just like before, and it's going to be a similar process to what we did, but instead of putting all the pieces right around the outside to make our base bigger, we're going to start working up higher so that we get our bowl. Okay. So I also mentioned that I'm going to use Scotch tape in this video because all of our tape is going to be on the outside this time, so we don't want to see the white masking tape. So just like in the first video, I'm going to start with ripping a few pieces of tape off to get myself started so I don't have to rip them as I go. Okay, so we're going to start by taking a piece of our magazine paper and putting it on the outside of our coaster. I'm going to start with a light one so you all can see. So instead of putting it right on the middle of our coaster, we're going to start by putting it a little bit above so that there's a piece that comes up higher. So we're taping it to begin, and rolling the piece around and taping it down on the other side. So it's like a little wall that's starting to come up. So we're going to continue that, and every piece that we put on, we're going to put a little higher and a little higher on the piece before. So this next piece is getting higher up. And we're going to keep doing this until our bowl is as tall as we want it to be. So it can be this tall, it can be taller. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and build my walls up. Okay, once you all get your bowl as high as you want it to be, the last piece that we put around is going to even everything out. So you can see right now I have this piece that's sticking up. I have another one right here. So I'm just going to put one final piece around, and instead of going higher this time, I'm going to put it level with these so that we have a smooth top. So you all can see that I'm done with my bowl. This bowl is a little bit shorter than this one, so you can make them different sizes. Another thing you could do is after you go out as far as you want, you could start to put the pieces on the inside and come back in to make more of a vase shape. As I mentioned in the first video, we're using all recycled materials, so things that we already have around the house. So these are all magazine pages, but you could also use newspaper, wrapping paper, you could design your own paper and then roll it up. So anything you already have. Thanks for watching.